Hey lit lovers, long time no see! I am back for a giant unboxing, and I am sorry to say that the boxes that you saw in that nice little thumbnail are about half of the ones I need to unbox. They could indeed take me out. I could be crushed to death by books, which would not be a bad way to go. Editing husband is convinced it will be me petting something I shouldn't. Of course, that is nothing compared to the soul-crushing depression that did indeed take me out for the last, month and a half, 2 months. So I'm very glad to be back here with you to find out what is actually in all of these boxes. Are they actually in chronological order? I don't know. I have no idea what's in about half of them, so oh, won't this be fun? I do know that I'm currently reading Paper Doll, Notes from a Late Bloomer, from Dylan Mulvaney. It's really good, it's really sweet, it's blurred by Kristen Snow with What More Do You Want? Poor Dylan Mulvaney, that entire, beer disaster. I don't drink, okay? But so far it's delightful and funny and witty and charming and heartfelt, and I love everything about it. And it's got this adorable little, checker plaid thing going on. I mean, it is lit couture, basically. And what was so cool, I did end up joining Dylan's book club. They have a kiki and all kinds of cute stuff, but you get a personalized signed book, so I'm such a sucker for that, and you know it. The other book that I picked up is Immortal by Sulan Tan. This is from Waterstones. This arrived the day after I filmed the last haul. We've got a pretty basic plot line here. Deadly betrayal. We've got a girl who vows to end her kingdom's obligations to the fickle immortals who once protected them, so she forms a tenuous alliance, blah blah blah, to the ones she should fear and mistrust the most. Say it with me, god of not underworld, war, close, but variance there. And then a treacherous attraction ignites, and say it with me, dark forces closing in, and to save her people from an unspeakable fate, she must, risk everything, including her. We know this plotline. We love this plotline, and I had to have this because not only is this beautiful, Sulan Tan is actually the one who really got me into the genre in general, and it was Daughter of a Moon Goddess that first convinced me I needed to start buying these beautiful editions. I went and hunted it down after the fact from Fairyloot, and so she will always have the most special place in my heart. So while I mocked the basic plot a little, when she writes it, it will never feel basic. It will always feel special, and it will be written in this beautiful, lovely, somewhat comforting, but heart-shredding kind of prose. Can't wait. After that, they're all in boxes, and I'm afraid. But here we go. What do we have first from Fairyloot? I see a really pretty color story, and the back says there will be blood. Oh, Exiled by Iron! Yay! I wore Aksun. This is so pretty. So this is the second book after Forged by Blood. I did not expect to like this one nearly as much as I did. I think I gave the first book 4 stars, I want to say. I mean, it wasn't quite as good as Fabled. It was much more YA, and the ending was slow down, I can't breathe. But it did some really great stuff with lore, and I love that I know nothing about African lore. So when I get a book that's hey, I'm gonna show you something new and make you see new things, I'm always going to be into it. Same front and back. We do have some nice little foiling detail. So this is beautiful. It is signed. Let's see that. Oh yes, it's gonna be stunning on a bookshelf. Look at that. Someone in my last video was like, hey girl, focus on the pages more. And I'm trying to be better about that. I will try. But I also have a condition, probably EDS, that makes me shake. So it's not just camera's fault and well, it's always my fault, but it's not just camera settings. I have hands that aren't steady. So working on that. Very sorry. You were right to call me out on it though. I can always do better. Okay, do you have an auto-buy romance author? Obviously I'm not gonna ask that about fantasy because let's start listing and be here till tomorrow, but Ashley Poston is my why is there mark. Don't have a mark. There's nothing I can do at this point. I got you in January. Ashley Poston is my, well, she's not just totally romance. She's a little magical realism, but she's my auto buy. I love her so much. And I did not end up reading this yet, which is shocking because it's the most me-sounding plot she has written yet. This is beautiful. It is signed. So this is the one about the girl who she's like a teacher. She's going to like a novel like convention for her favorite author slash series, and it's smutty and it's wonderful. She ends up like stopping at the side of the road, and she winds up in this town, and she's looking around, and she's like, familiar. This is the town in the book series. Why am I in the town in the book series? Why don't I remember you, handsome stranger? You're grumpy and have fantastic green eyes, and oh my god, I have to end the series. It doesn't have an ending yet. If I don't end it, I don't think I'm getting out. And why don't you want me to end the series, handsome stranger with green eyes? It's gonna be so fun. No, I didn't have to look. I know the plot. I'm not excited for it. Shut up. How amazing and meta is my bookshelf. Bookshelves of books on my bookshelf. Like, look at that. Look. Now, I know a lot of these books are old, so I'm going to save, like, the Fairyloot and the, like, Owlcrate and the ones that you've probably definitely seen before towards the end. So there's a Moonlight from January that I need to open. Where's that one? That's not embarrassing. Oh, I think there's two. So this is one from January. This is Helfyre and Honey by Meryl Pomeroy. I swear to God, though, their books have gotten so dark, and I do not mean content-wise. I mean that they used to have such a variety, and all their books lately, I swear to God, their covers are all like black, navy, red. Like, they're all so dark. They have my favorite editions right now, but they're starting to lose some of their, like, wow factor because they're always dark. Like, give me some variety. I just bought like a crap ton of black and red ink, like, and they're just like, we must use it all. That is what happened. So, 2 immortal creatures, 1 dangerous bargain. It's always a bargain. So we have Ahia. Sure. She is stained by more blood than she can hide in the perpetual daylight of her home after the death of her mother. She escapes the realm but pays the price, giving up her immortality and her powers. Once a Mithra, with light at her fingertips, she becomes near mortal. Girl, don't do it. You're gonna catch one cold and be like, I regret everything. Death's flower doesn't belong in the outside world. It belongs in mine. Well, it sounds like she's going back. Oh, we got a rainbow effect. Are we seeing that? Woohoo! Pretty. See, what are we running from? That looks like fun. Wear shoes. You're not immortal anymore. One infection, you're going down. Apparently, her desperate search for asylum leads her to the doorstep, the only place out of her abusive family's reach. Okay, that explains the blood. A realm that deals in death and darkness unapologetically. Well, that explains why a lightness girl wouldn't have ended up there. Algira. But nothing in the world is free, and to buy her dubious safety, she's forced to give up the only thing she has left to barter. Her soul in exchange for 7 days in the Devil's Realm. Okay, what are you going to do at the end of 7 days? What are we going to do then? Have we thought this through? Mortality, you might not understand this, but it lasts longer than 7 days. Oh, we got the Fae tattoos, swirly Reese tattoos. Love it. Ariok, the ruler of Nephilim, oh, we're doing angel stuff, is eager to dangle his new little pet in front of the Mithra, who caused irreparable damage in his life, but he doesn't expect the effect her soul has on both of them once it's stamped on his arm. We have never seen that before. Ever. Now we've got Honey. I don't know what's in here. The pull between them is all-consuming. They crave each other between sharp words and angry exchanges, in an increasingly, say it with me, passionate bond that threatens to shatter the delicate balance of everything. The two of them, their 2 worlds, even life and death. Having a feeling heart and a cruel world is not a weakness. Oh, we got color! We got ghost fish. I love their thick paper, but it's hard to get a good shot with the shine. Yee! This looks like Avatar meets, did you watch that series? What was it? Lucifer? Those are the vibes here. It could be fun. Bookish Box is doing Helfyre in one of their upcoming boxes, so we'll see that like next year. Here we go. I should show you this signature. Oh, that's cute. That's cute for their little book 3 TBD CNC. That's fun. An individual gets misgendered. Okay, I don't like that. Mention of harm towards animals. We're gonna have a problem. Drinking and drugs are bad for you kiddos. Public shenanigans. This author and I are gonna get along really well. This is so cute. They did different designs for the 2 pages on the inside. And there's our signature tip-in page. This is so cute. Oh, I like it. Let's see what Belle Book Club has been up to. I got 2 boxes from them. I'm being personally attacked by Belle Book Box. Death by TBR. So this is described as a light-hearted romance that will make you believe in love again. And it is standalone contemporary. I don't think Karina Halle has any of those things. Apparently this is from like 2017. So I guess we took on some darker fantasy territory at some point. Look how beautiful this is. This is apparently about a girl who knew a guy named Will in her childhood and they sort of grew apart. Now she's like single mommy working in her dad's office, and lo and behold, 10 years after she last saw him, Will shows up. Yes, a guy named Will. This is so pretty. It's thick and good quality too. How pretty is that? He is working hard for daddy, and before long she is having fantasies about him working for her too on a desk. If you take my meaning. Lighthearted, cute, it's short. This looks adorable. Also, yes, see, dark fantasy and gothic romance, horror romance. I'm not insane. Oh my god, how many books has Karina Halle written? This is like pages. Okay, trains are a problem. Read the title of my life this year. So this is about Valerie, and Valerie made a resolution to say yes to every new adventure that comes along. She did not, however, think she'd end up in the tiny town of Shambles. Slightly cheap play there, but you know what? I like it. I'm here for it. And she also ends up being engaged to one of Ireland's top rugby players. Okay. They say bad things happen in 3s. Her 3s are, ready? Boyfriend broke off engagement, lost her apartment, and was laid off from her job. Wow. She's doing all this after spending some time with her sisters in Ireland to bring in the new year because why the heck not? And she's doing this for said rugby player to give his sick daddy some peace of mind. I bet they're gonna end up lovesick. Oh my god, this is so pretty. Oh my god, I love this book so much. Oh, look how pretty. Oh, this is so... Oh, okay. Can you see? I'm trying to... They're very thin. It's hard when they're very thin. Look how pretty. The postcard. Then it's gonna be the last page, the same, yeah. But they're both signed, I think. And look at the ring. The Celtic knots. Oh, I love this so much. Oh. Okay, I love these, Belle. You did a really good job with these. Belle's been so dark lately. When I heard Karina Halle, I just assumed it was gonna be the handcuffs and... You know. Oh, Afterlight. I was so excited for this book. I'm obsessed with Scotland. I said abroad there. I probably said that about 75 times. And when I heard they were doing Under Lock and Key, I was just like, yes! By Lana Ferguson. I don't know anything else about it. I don't care. It takes place in Scotland. It has the word lock in it. Look how gorgeous. Is it Nessie on the side? There's Nessie! There's Nessie! Ah! No, I just bent it! I'm so excited I bent it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But look, it's Nessie! Y'all! Oh, I love it so much. Okay, the man, the myth, the legend that lies beneath the depths of his kilt. Kiana Key McKay is used to secrets after her daddy's death. Oh! Oh, thou, a face so fair, a name so high, with heart as black as the darkest sky, thy cursed deeds yield the cursed prize, property of Tavish McKay. Oh, and prayers nor pleas will spare thy fate, and moonlit change to the sun doth rise, your flesh shall bear your soul's foul weight. That's a good turd. It's like one of those You Are Another Book books. You know what I mean, right? Like property of time. You know what I mean. Oh, look. Like, it's the chick from Brave, right? Like, it's the chick from Brave. Anyway, after her father's death, she finds herself in the world he refused to speak of. Just a bedtime story about the monster that saved her father's life in the name of her strange grandmother. Key doesn't know what she'll find in Scotland. Being rescued by a gorgeous, angry Scotsman is the last thing she expects. Girl, fantasize a little. The magic is you on a... Oh. Okay, that's got to be printed, but like... Oh. I love it so much. The fake maid. Did I read that? I think I read that and liked that. Maybe. Is he the monster? You're not going to tell me. Lachlan Greer has his own secrets to keep. I wish I could do an accent. I can't. I can't even fake it. Especially from the bonny lass who falls to safety from the slippery shore. One with captivating eyes and a last name, he's been taught not to trust someone he definitely doesn't find wildly attractive. No one believes you, buddy. Methinks thou doth protesteth too much. Soon it becomes clear they might be the key to uncovering each other's secrets against time, mystery, and a centuries-old curse. Oh, is this the curse? This is totally the curse, right? They quickly discover that magic might not be only in fairy tales and that love can be a real Loch mess. I can't even handle the pun. Yeah, I'm not excited to read this at all. Mystic, what have you got for me, Mystic? Mystic, we have S.J. Tilly. I'm so excited that you're holding this stunning book in your hands, in your hot little mitts. I'm not yet. The Alliance series was so much fun for me to write. It was a little darker, a little more violent than what I've done before. Fantastic! This looks like the same guy in two different girls? What is going on, S.J. Tilly? I was reading the author's letter, and then it had some spoilers for the stuff earlier in the series, and I was like, oh no. What? They have been killing it when it comes to the covers. But I feel like they've really been phoning it in when it comes to the sprayed edges. You see that? That is not my favorite style of sprayed edge, you know? And they really phoned it in when it comes to the inside pages too. Oh, wow. Goody. The warning page, adult dark mafia. I have to be in the mood for mafia. And like, when it hits, you know? And you need it. I'm really glad I don't have to rely on Kindle Unlimited anymore because there are some stinkers out there. S.J. Tilly has in store for us a runaway 17-year-old who's so traumatized by her life that when some random handsome stacked stranger steps onto her front porch and into her home, she's like, you know what? No reaction. And he's like, you know what? That's hot. He should get out of her life because he's like some mafia boss, but he's like, no, you're mine now, and I'm going to put your life in terrible danger because that's what we do to the people we love. You're mine forever, darling. And so she's his forever. The end. Insert drama and danger and mafia stuff, but that's basically the book. I might have left a few things out, but like, that's why you read the book. We've got like rose illustrations. Are you gonna give me anything else? Yes! Oh, okay, I'm glad I checked. You're giving us the Chicky Poo. And the guy. Very phantom meets boring. There's our signature page. I love the cover though. Like, deeply love it. Like, I do. And it's like the velvet. By S.J. Tilly. Let's see what you're about. I think they're set in the same world. Okay, I'm gonna have to read this one to you because I've tried multiple times and I'm just not that smart tonight. And we thought Nero was a red flag is how the description of this book begins. So my bad for assuming the guy I was going on a date with wasn't married, and my bad for taking him to a friend's house for dinner only to find out that my friend is also friends with his wife, because in fact he is married and she happens to be at my friend's house because her husband was busy working. Confused? So am I. Unsurprisingly, my date's wife is super angry about finding out that her husband is a cheating butthole. Then, to make matters more convoluted, there is a man sitting next to my date's wife, a man named King, who is apparently her brother and who lives up to his name. Did you get any of that? Because my brain did not process one word. Not one word. So she is on a date with a married man who has nothing to do with the name of this book. It's just how she meets him. She goes to a party and sits next to this guy named King. I feel like we didn't need the beginning. We didn't need any of that. Right? Right. Is editing husband going to cut it? Unto TBD. She drools over King, takes an Uber to the teacher's apartment to get her car keys, and then unfortunately witnesses, oh, here we go. This is where it gets important. She never thought she would witness her date being unalived, get kidnapped, and then be forced to marry the super attractive but clearly deranged Kingy Poo. Not on her bingo card, but alas, here she is. Not on my bingo card either, nor did I imagine I would read half of an entire book description that really did not matter and was so convoluted it confused the crap out of me. But right, again with the semi-boring stuff, it's also that nice mustardy color that we love so much. Actually, this color has grown on me over the years. I think it's the autumnal love. We have a belt, which probably means we're going to be getting some like 50 Shades stuff, which like honestly not gonna complain. Oh, she's an artist. We're going to have one of those scenes where they absolutely get it on and get paint everywhere. Place your bets. We know it's coming. I love these covers though. I really do. Like, look at the color story. It is vivid. It is vibrant. It is giving me like Phantom of the Opera vibes for some weird reason. I do love whoever did the artwork. But the rest of it, nah. Let's do Midnight Whispers. I feel like I want to be a book dragon. Oh, okay. We had a cool rainbow colored story. So Midnight Whispers is currently not a subscription box, but they're becoming one. And I don't know the story behind that decision, but I do know a lot of people were like bummed. And I can't say I blame them because there just aren't that many. Oh, does this do something cool when you put them together? No, there's 2 moons. That's stupid. Sorry. Like I said, a little salty there. I'm pretty sure that there was at least 1 edition that I didn't buy, but for the most part, I've been pretty good about keeping up. So I don't know if they were having trouble with sales and they want to just kind of have a guarantee. Or so this is Lyra Asher, Moons of the Divine. They made a really interesting choice with these. So they did the printing right on the books, which makes me nervous to read them, but I secretly love when companies do this. Most people don't. They're like, I want the covers and the design on the hard case, but I actually love this. There's something so elegant about it, and that's how books used to be. Like, you know, in old times they didn't have the covers, so I secretly feel like very like old-fashioned when I read them, and I don't have to keep track of the goddamn paper things that I always end up crinkling somewhere in a This is Moons of the Divine. Book 1 is Heart of the Marked. Was the dark really so bad after all? We were supposed to be afraid of it. Run from it and turn to the light, but death made the dark seem so welcoming in comparison. Yikes. So we have a realm divided by blood, built atop the bones of humans enslaved by the Fae. Wow. We're just gonna go right there, okay? So we have a human chosen to usher in a new era of peace. Can you guess how she's gonna do that? Say it with me, marriage! Because that's always how it works in fashion. I love this plot line. Like, the arranged marriage thing, it's always gonna get me. I know, I'm such a basic wench. Marriage is going to form an alliance between 2 kingdoms and 2 species to prove that humans and Fae can live side by side peacefully. 18 years ago, Cassandra was saved from the ashes and brought to the Fae-ruled borders. Didn't I just? We, like, really have seen this one, right? And now she's forfeiting her freedom to marry the High Fae Crown Prince. This sacrifice of her freedom. She was already pulled from the ashes and raised there. Like, I don't understand. Apparently this is supposed to unite the realm and end the enslavement and slaughter of her people. But sparks of rebellion begin to blaze through the continent, and betrayals and hidden alliances are uncovered, and nothing and nobody is ever what they seem. Of course they're not. It's a little more basic than I would expect. Wow, that tip-in page, that design right there is like stuff my little fantasy dreams are made of. Dedicated to the reader, may be your own knight in shining armor. I am too damn tired. If anyone wants to come rescue me, feel free. I do like these a lot. So next up is Queen of the Broken. So I'm guessing she does get married. We got a really cool creepy crown. We got some really pissed off dragons. Like that is a cranky, unhappy note bidding note. Okay, same in the back and the front. Another tip-in. They're all signs. Okay, points. I can't wait to see these all lined up. Thin ones are so hard to get. Do we have anything on the tops? It's just sort of a generic continuation. And the bottoms are the same. So like, and Blood of the Divine. This is the one that I was kind of like, ooh. Another quote. I don't want to, I guess they're not spoilery. We get another crown. Is that? Yeah. But look how pretty. Pegasi are coming to save us from the dragons. I have questions. So here they are all together. I'm not sure I would have put them in that color story order, but I'm sure they make sense. I don't know. I feel like they're missing something. Don't say covers. They're very elegant though. Maybe I do really like them. I have to read the story. If it's too like romancy fluffy, I'm gonna be like, Does that ever like really bug you when the designs do not feel like they match at all the tone of the books? That is one of my major peeves. Fabled. Okay, it's been a while. This is just wild. What is this? Magic and Rum? Carly Spade. Oh, I've never seen... This is not going to pick up right. This is like what fantasy moons or unicorns are made out of. Unicorn horns, I should say. I don't know what this is. I'm afraid to touch it too much. I feel like it's going to indent. No, it's got... What is this? This is wild. This is like... I need to read this. What is this? Carly Spade, you wild thing. To my younger self, we did it. We've written a story of Maria's pirates and mythology, and it's out in the world. Fist bump. This is adorable. I love this. It's all my favorite colors. This is insanity. Wow. They went hard with this one. This must be good. When they go this hard for editions, it usually means they know they have something special. It's really short. No. This is about road. So apparently Atlantis has sort of shoved road into another place in time, and this poor sea nymph now must keep her identity a secret from unsuspecting mortals, as one does. You don't know what I am. Now she's being threatened by a vicious sea monster, and she needs a ship and crew to get back home. Simple plan, stowaway disguise as a cabin boy. Kill the captain once they get to the Mediterranean Sea, as one does. The only problem is Captain Calico Jack Rackham, I feel like there's a dirty joke there, but I'm too stupid to make it, is harsh but righteous. And when this mysterious beauty sneaks onto his ship, well, an adult pirate romantasy. Apparently this is a Calico Jack and Anne Bonny historical reimagining, which means absolutely nothing to me. Do we have like historical pirate fan fiction? This is a thing. The world is wild. Oh, and the next book is called Wildblood by A.J. Vrana. Why am I trying this without scissors? Because I am dumb. Okay, look at it. Murder mystery-ish. Shifters witchy vibes with like the planchette. Modern art museum, you know they would charge you a fortune for this. Using this book in whole or part to train or generate artificial intelligence is strictly prohibited. Go, A.J. Vrana. Now tell me what the hell this book is. The Witcher meets October Day with a splash of John Wick. 1, 2, 3 references. Nothing. In this dark, gritty, and sexy urban fantasy noir, Kai Donovan has always had sharp teeth. Please be thorough. Earning his keep as an underground fighter in South Boston. Are you allowed to bite when you do that? He revels in his well-earned notoriety, wild, irreverent, vicious, and his secret he's the monster from a fable. When Kai loses a match against a mysterious opponent whose ferocity rivals his own, he finds himself beholden to the underworld. Sweetie, don't bet your soul. What he owes isn't money, but the recovery of an elusive prize coveted by the city's most dangerous criminals. How does underground fighting work? Don't you just fight and other people bet? Like, what? I don't understand. His partner Maya, burdened with the ability to traverse dreams. Do you know what I would do if I could traverse dreams? Do you know who I would haunt? Do you know the fun I would have right now? Okay. She receives a shadowy proposal to find a missing teenager. Look, see the good you could do? So we get two storylines. We get Underworld, nippy monster, traversing dreams to find a missing teenager. There's the mystery part. And these two just happen to be working together. So they chase ghosts. The threads of their pursuits weave into a menacing tapestry. His dark past returns to haunt him. This is all one plot. None of these sentences need to go together. Threatening bonds he believed to be ironclad. Unhealed wounds fester. We're just saying cliches now. So he's faced with a ruinous choice. Unravel his blood-soaked history or lose himself in the life he scavenged together. There your teeth, the nightmares at your door. Apparently it's part of a duology. All those sentences, like oh, it's on the back. Like you can read it in that silver anyway. There's like 4 different plot lines. Is she the bird? I guess it's symbolic going through dream. But like, I like the design of the book, actually now. It all makes sense that none of it made sense together because none of it makes sense together. It's perfect. It's disparate non-connectiveness. Yeah. Does it work? What do you rate it on Goodreads? Not that this means anything, but like 4.35. I'm sorry I threw you. Good luck. Threading that needle. Hidden in Brutal Devotion by BJ Alpha. Weaves scary barbed wire as the sprayed edges. We come to you with a new edition of the Easter story. To really give it that modern edge, we've taken the Lord's thorn crown and turned it into barbed wire for you. You're welcome. Hidden in Brutal Devotion. I feel like I've given you enough on this book already. Did you actually want the real description? Fine. Tia, I've only loved once in my life, but never again. It threw me into the depths of hell I've barely crawled out of. But when Cole enters my life, I'm willing to give love another try. He's 6 feet 3 inches of solid muscle, full of dirty fun, and completely devoted to me, leaving my heart once again exposed. Then his brother Lucas, always in the background, lingering for more, diligently waiting, but his own brutal demons leave him struggling to give in to me, to us. And when I finally meet the brother they call Rage, my mind is thrown back in time, forcing memories I tried to keep hidden resurface and putting not just me in danger. Can they accept me and my baggage when I choose to accept theirs, or will my past catch up to me and tear us apart, forcing me to choose only one? Honey, why choose? Oh, wow! That's a lot of flowers. My senses have been assaulted. Every love story is worth writing, no matter how messy it might be. I hope, the author means literally. BJ Alpha indeed. No wonder you needed a pen name. I still think you went a little hard on it. But you know what? I'm BJ Alpha, a passionate writer of dark romance. I'm not afraid to push the boundaries in my writing. I'll bet you are. Oh, you're giving us your real name. Don't do that. Otherwise known as Becky, I reside in the UK with my husband and our teenage sons, along with our 3 adorable fur babies. How very wholesome. You know what it feels like it's time for? Probably Smut. One of my commenters left me a comment once saying, is it ever not Smut? Is it sometimes maybe Smut? Could there be another book box? Definitely Smut, maybe Smut, definitely not Smut. We discussed very many options that definitely should never ever be book boxes. Hey Jess, I really missed you. Yes. Everyone was very excited for this one, and I now have a little sticker flag that says, dominate me. Women in STEM, see, it's getting wet. Wet. Because it's a book about swimming. Deep End by Allie Hazelwood. It's not like sign, but we do get a little note. So, like, I'll take it. I think this is Allie's first step away from, like, we have a bulge, ladies and gents. Probably just ladies, but he, she, theys, thems, whatever. I don't want to exclude anyone. I don't actually know what it's about. I don't actually care what it's about. It's Allie Hazelwood, and you know what? I was convinced for some reason I was not going to like it because STEM intimidated. But you know what? I do enjoy her stuff. Now, it does get a little repetitive occasionally. I do laugh at it sometimes. But that's half the fun. I'm convinced she knows what she's doing. This is pretty. Oh, I really like the, what is it, comic feel? Yes. So this is about Scarlett, a junior at Stanford and a student athlete who specializes in platform diving. I don't know what that is, but I assume you dive off of a platform. Is there a photo of that? No, it looks like she just dived in one of the pictures, so I'm guessing I'm right. She prefers to keep her head down. That is how you dive, is it not? Concentrating on getting into med school. Still STEM, okay. And recovering from the injury that almost ended her career. You're a junior in college, you already almost ended your career. Note to self, don't let daughter take up diving. She has no time for relationships, or at least that's what she tells herself. We also have swim captain, world champion, and all-around aquatics golden boy. You're not going to be a mermaid, though. That's just disappointing. Merman, sorry. Lucas thrives on discipline. So he wins his medals, breaks records, complete focus with every stroke. On the surface, they have nothing in common. Well, it's a good thing she's a diver then, isn't she? She can go below surface and visit that bulge. Until a well-guarded secret slips out. And everything changes. So they start an arrangement, and as the pressure leading to the Olympic heats up, so does their relationship. It was supposed to just be a temporary, mutually satisfying fling, but when staying away from Lucas becomes impossible, Scarlett realizes that her heart might be treading into dangerous water. I feel like you could have done more with that last little sentence, but okay, probably Smut. It's definitely Smut. Let's try and cool it down with the cove. This little box is happy to see you. Oh. I'm happy to see you too. Ow. Once upon a time, a reader like you made our dreams come true. This special edition is happy to have found its new home. Enjoy the magic of its pages. I feel like I just adopted a book. Oh. Oh. I love that. Stay. Good girl. Photo. Always bury found pennies in the garden at midnight to make a wish come true. Very, practical magic, don't you think? This is the unfortunate side effects of Heartbreak and Magic. I think I got this from, Book of the Month, so it was, $10. By Brienne Randall. Look how perfect this is. I love everything about this. Oh, it has texture. The design on the teacup is raised. Oh, what a nice detail. You don't see that. You don't get that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I love wisteria. Oh! Now you want to talk about simple but incredibly effective. That is beautiful. They really went the extra mile. They really did. And you can see that this has texture. The end papers. I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera if I go really close. But it does. It's really stunning edition. Every once in a while, you just get one that hits, you know? So this is about Sadie, and she has always believed that the curse of 4 heartbreaks that accompanies her magic would be worth the price. Oh gosh, but when her grandmother is diagnosed with cancer, only weeks to live, and her first heartbreak, Jake returns to town after a decade, her life kind of starts to unravel. Yeah, gee, I bet. So with the news of her grandmother's impending death, Sadie's twin, Seth, returns to town, bringing with him deeply buried family secrets that threaten to tear her world apart. Wow, Seth, you couldn't have, waited to share? Let her get through some grief? Their grandmother has been the backbone of the family for generations, and with her death, Sadie isn't sure she'll have the strength to keep the family and her magic together. As feelings for Jake begin to rekindle, her grandmother grows sicker by the day, and Sadie faces the last of her heartbreaks. She has to decide, is love more important than magic? Readers who love the magic of the particular sadness of lemon cake? Lemon cake has never made me sad. I mean, maybe when I look at my waistline afterwards, but And the sense of community found in the very secret society of irregular witches will enjoy this warm, witchy novel. Practical magic meets Gilmore Girls and dying grandparents. I love this book. I really just love that book. Let's open a bookish box. This is, let's find out, November. No, this is not my fault. I mean, it's a little, but it's bookish. Oh, right. Okay. So I missed canceling this one by a frickin' day. or I wanted the second one. But I was like, I already have 2 incredible editions of this, including one that will never be beat in a million years, but I didn't think the company was going to do another edition. I just bought the second edition from them. But this is Flame and Sparrow by S.M. Gaither. Look, it's lovely, but I don't need this book. So this is the one with Karis. And I'm pretty sure I read the beginning of this back when it was only on Kindle Unlimited. And she sees this like divine creature dying outside her home. And 2 weeks later, her sister gets kidnapped. So what is she supposed to do but put 2 and 2 together and make 4? So she's convinced that these gods or whatever are responsible for her sister disappearing. There was trail blood, like really sus. So she's been plotting her revenge. Finally, one of these deities comes down and is like, hi, I want you humans to serve me, but I only want the best. Gag me, right? So I'm gonna have a little competition. So she's like, oh, MG, I found a way in. I'll sign up. Of course, he's like gorgeous and handsome and like one of the most powerful ones. I feel as if someone should have taught you not to play with fire. So she goes and like deadly court, divine politics, blah, 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 complicated, strange magic, dangerous trials, and Draven. Of course, his name is Draven. Why wouldn't his name be Draven? He's the god of fire. And of course, insert pun here, the hot passion, fiery, whatever, forbidden sparks. I mean, it's too easy. It's too easy. The hotter they burn. Oh, there it is. Yep, it's even in there. So now she has to risk everything she thought about gods and mortals and in between. Yep. Good times. Okay. Like, honestly, the pages, like, the sprayed edges are really meh. Are you gonna give me meh? That's the god of fire. That's Draven. Half ponytail, man bun. I'm more afraid of her. The blonde ones never do it for me. It's not a tampon thing, okay? If you know, you know. Darkly. So, The Veiled Kingdom by Halle Renee. Forbidden passion, intoxicating lore, enemies to lovers. All good things, honestly. So we have a girl who's fleeing from her father's cruelty. Father happens to be a wicked king, and she gets caught in the streets. She has 2 options when it comes down to it, because she kind of gets cornered by some not so nice people with pointy things. Deal with them and badly, or join the rebels against Daddy Dearest. Look, he threw you out. He was evil. I don't even know why this is a question. So Dacre, son of the ruthless rebellion commander, becomes torn between suspicion and a desire that mirrors her own. But I haven't need to read any more of this. There's 2 more paragraphs. What does it say? Secrets, hidden realm, fierce battle, close to the rebels, loyalty, undeniable devotion, love and hate are 2 edges of the same blade. Okay. Yeah, no, we got it. Like, we got the gist. Apparently there were 2 colors of this. Everyone wants the pink one because the purple one was much more prominent. I got the purple one because it's 2025 and I will not have anything unusual or good happen to— wow! Marmora's Kingdom, the Hidden City. That's really pretty! Purple's my favorite color, so I don't really care. And it's signed. I guess she gets caught. And that's not a spoiler. That is literally the tagline. That is all over everything that comes with this book that's in the link. She hated me as much as I hated her. Well, a little basic, but cool. I have almost thrown these out every single time. Why do I have 3 Faecrates? That can't be good. Oh, because some of their stuff finally came in. Yay! So these are the Falling for Fables series. I think you can read them as standalone. They're all just in the same world. We have Forged by Magic, Mind in Magic, and Brood in Magic. Literally, the author's like, get cozy, say goodbye to brutal kings, and hello to grumpy blacksmiths. These tales are for the faint of heart and those in search of feel-good palate cleansers with only a pinch of danger. So this one is about a girl who's trapped in a tower by an emperor, and the emperor offers her a deal: go on a journey to the mysterious Isles of Fable and track down wielders of outlawed dragon magic. And on her way, she stumbles across a grumpy blacksmith. I love cozy fantasy. I need cozy fantasy. I've been reading a lot of nonfiction and really depressing things lately. So this one is about Lila, who is a famous traveling tavern and only a dragon to keep her company. And then she meets a handsome stranger on the way to the winter festival. Only he has a competing traveling tavern. Dun dun dun. You gotta love it, right? I mean, you don't, but why wouldn't you? They are all signed. The sides are really tiny to see. And this one is about a series of trials among dwarves to find the best among them. And they are competing for an Everstone. Our girl never enters. She prefers to garden and bake cakes, but she needs it to break a curse. And then when a demon enters, she's like, oh no, I'm never gonna win it. But they end up having to team up when something goes awry. And meanwhile, before this, of course, he'd been tormenting her by doing things like stealing her cakes. Then I have another one from their Opus collection, I think. Yes, it's here! If you're watching this channel, the odds of you having read Katie Robert are like, they gotta be really freaking high. You don't want long. You want drawn out. Just need a quickie. And that's for Katie Roberts. A Deal with the Demon series will work. And now I take all of these out of cellophane. Are you joking? So this is about Briar Rose. She has it pretty tough, so she agrees to a bargain with the demon and gives up 7 years of her life for freedom. She doesn't expect that to mean 7 years as a dragon's bride. He wants to take care of her. He is very invested in her pleasure. She suffered enough at the hands of her last terrifying husband, so of course she's leaving her heart out of it. Right. Right. These are pretty simple. I don't think we have any like artwork or anything. Just wrap around and tip in pages, even black and white. They're pretty bare bones, but what do I expect when I've got 6 books? That's right, 6 of them to show you in this very pretty case. Next up, Kraken's surprise, deal with a demon. You do meet this demon in every scenario, at least the ones I've read. She has nowhere to go, so she gets auctioned to Kraken. He's cold, he's distant, though not unkind. She kind of finds herself seeking his comfort again and again. And finally, she agrees to keep up her end of the bargain. I'll let you imagine what that means. 7 years, time's up. Did her heart get involved? I'll let you guess. The Kraken sacrifice. They're so tiny, I don't even know how they did different designs on every edge. Like, they're so tiny. They do go around. I will give them that. But like, it's so tiny. This is the only time I'd be complaining about that in any of these books, I assure you. Gargoyle's captive, I don't know. Same thing, Grace is a monster, hunter, but she went into the demon deal because her mom made the deal, and she wants to know where her mommy ended up. It's always 7 years. She gets auctioned to a gargoyle. She didn't read the small print, so every time she tries to escape, she gets transported back. But he doesn't hurt her. He doesn't punish her. He just meets her fury with an easy charm. She doesn't know how to fight. After a life starved of pleasure, she's all willing to let Bram seduce her again and again. That'll be a fun one. Then we have the Succubus's Prize. Belladonna, ooh, doesn't know if a person can die from guilt, but she's giving it her best shot. Jeez. All her life, she's done what she needs in order to survive, but the costs keep skyrocketing. Someone innocent got hurt, and that's why she made her deal with the demon to right the wrong she committed. And then she is auctioned off to Rusalka, but it's nothing like she expected. She's taken care of. And honestly, Belladonna is kind of all too happy to let someone else make the decisions for her. Too bad Rusalka isn't in the market for a servant. She wants a full partner. I can't tell what flower that is. The tulip bud? It's hard to tell. Oh, it shows on the back, lily. Then we have the Demon's Bargain. Oh, yes. So this is about the actual bargainer demon. Oh, so they're pleased when she comes to them to help with her little thief problem, especially because it means spending time in close proximity to her. Lenora thought she could get away with a bargain that didn't require 7 years, but nope. However, she is struggling to get this amulet back. She has to do it, and it seems like her only choice is going to be making a deal with Ramanu after all. Good, they deserve a happy ending. The demon's very, like, calculating and manipulative, but also with, like, a hint of fairy godmother. Like, they're not bad. They're not good. They're a little chaotic, but they know what they're doing with this matchmaking thing. So, why is this not the last one? What could the last one be then, though? The demon's queen. So, Azazel, okay. Eve's life might not be perfect, but it's hers. And she has a client list. Oh, and this guy, Azazel, apparently had her sign a contract. It was supposed to be role play, but he ended up kidnapping her. He's been in love with her for years, but knows this place. The window to offer her a contract is long since closed, but he takes her in the only way he can as her client. Till one of his enemies realizes how much Eve means to him and forces him to lie to her to protect her. But Eve is not thankful for the protection. She might be stuck in this demon realm, but she is going to make him choke on every moment they spend together. That's going to be a fun one. It feels a little like add-on. You know what I mean? Like, after the fact, for sure. Pretend these are in reverse order, but they're pretty. They do look quite pretty all together in their little... Another random one from Bookish Box. So I think it was for the Spookoplathon I read Blood Rose by Karina Halle. Yeah, I told you she did dark stuff. And it's sort of this, like, take on Dracula, but with a music student and a reincarnation and stuff. Parts of it were really good. I actually thought the smut was the worst part. I know, who am I? But it's true, it just didn't make sense for the characters. So this is the sequel. I just wanted the matching set. I kind of want to know how it ends. I can guess how it ends. In this particular series, our Dracula has fallen for a girl who he always falls for. She's his reincarnated love, but in this life she's a witch and she's also kind of after him, so complications ensue. But there's also some like deep, dark, lurking evil in the Italian town they're in. Every vampire has a sad love story to tell. Blood witch, blood gross. That's amazing. So I'm kind of hoping that we see more of that. Otherwise, I don't know how much my interest is going to be held. Moonlight's even older, from January. This is their January subscriptions. The other one, I'm assuming, was not a subscription. Again, mostly black. It's at least mixed with some brighter yellow here, but we have got to get some brighter colors. We have book 1 in the Realms of Peril. When are realms not in peril in these books? By A.N. Colley. Worthy of fate, a giant, not flaming, but flying horse, a Pegasus. Yea, you are worthy in more ways than one. Was that like an underhanded compliment? I don't think that came out in the way you thought it did, whoever said that. I'm guessing it was a man. It's usually a man, isn't it? Okay. We have the gem, marked by the gods, Kia, or Kaya, I don't know, is forced to partake in the trial for a chance to be deemed worthy. These gods suck. If she succeeds, she'll be gifted great powers, and if she fails, she'll lose her life or worse. Why do they say worse? Why is it worse? But that's only the start of her worries. Losing your life or worse is the start of your worries? Girl, what have you done? Now, the same plague that took her home is spreading and threatening the fate of the realm. Can Kia survive the trial of the gods and gain the needed power to rid the world of the growing threat before it's too late? Why wouldn't the gods do this? Why wouldn't whoever want to do this? This is what I mean about, or will she be drawn to what awaits her in the shadows? In the shadow, Riker has waited a long time for her/his mate. Her-his mate. Her-his mate? Oh, for her, his mate. A colon would have been really nice there. Now he's found her, and he plans to claim what is rightfully his, but dark forces threaten his nation and embrace the one he so desperately dismisses. Unable to escape the drive to be near her, he waits for his precious gem. You know, editing husband, before we started dating, wrote a poem about how I was like a precious gem. Lingering in her shadow, the shadow, her shadow. He's Edward Cullen hanging outside her window at night. I am underwhelmed by the sprayed edges. They're incredibly well done. It's some of the crispest black I've seen, but like, y'all, oh, we have people hanging around a chasm. This looks bad, and also an awful lot like knockoff second or third Avatar, I forget. Oh my! What is that? What is that? What? Why are this point? No, look at this. Tell me this is not like Avatar. To my modern day fairy tale, thank you for giving me inspiration. Oh, now I can't make fun of it anymore. Map. Yeah, that's not too spicy to show, is it? We'll just kind of, just in case it. This is the sequel to The Stars Are Dying. This is The Night is Defying. You gotta have the sequel, right? There is no star in the sky that shines as bright as you. This was about Estrella, and it was very celestial, and I absolutely have not read it and cannot fake it. Oh, I like how they did the... Are you getting that's foiled? Her dress there? It's quite big and heavy for Owlcrate. Like, this is a... I have weight. Signed? It is... I really like the daylight might not rise again, but the brightest star thrives in the darkest night. Vicious nightmares mean peaceful dreams. We were two hearts, one soul. I also have this massive box from Belle, which I'm assuming is a pre-order. Hoping. Praying. Ah, yes. So I got the first 2 books already from Belle boxed, and The Initiation by Nikki Sloan. This is the one where there are rumors of a sordid rite of initiation, whispers of how 1 woman and 9 men disappear into a boardroom. That one. And I thought they were really pretty, and I wanted the rest of them. So this is by far my favorite, The Deception. This is book 3. Oh, minus the deer head. Oh, sorry, Bambi. Bambi's daddy. Look how beautiful. Anything in fall, but like... That's gorgeous. So, spoilers. I guess they end up together, which probably shouldn't come as too much of a shock. To anyone. Not sure these are signed. No. That's so nice, though. The Redemption is book 4. Better be some serious groveling, mister. Which means book 5 is The Temptation. At the end of the series? Alright, Filthy Rich American. How about it? Pretty curious, I'm not gonna lie. Tempted to shop and buy that dress. She bought it. Spoilers. The original books had like red and dark green designs, I think, or yellow. So that'll be pretty. The next one I'm going to open is actually a new book. This is the Autumn Midnight subscription. It feels suspiciously light. 3 Hearts Hideaway by Luna Day. Bold first choice. No doubt about it. This was what she wanted. Roman and Logan, they were hers. They were home. Luna was born in the I can't say Saskatchewan, apparently. When we find even a sliver of joy in this world, we need to hold it close to our hearts and let it bloom. Oh, that is not safe for work. That is NSFW. There is nothing I wouldn't do to you, love, or let you do to me. That's dick pic. Okay, how are we gonna creatively... I don't think I can show you the reverse dust jacket. We have a man with his pants revealing fun, and then a couple just... Nope, I can't show you, any of it. Autumn Midnights. Living in the moment with her 2 men, no need to feel silence, no desire to be anywhere else. There was peace, there was acceptance, this was love. Oh, this was peace, this was acceptance, this was love. This was a threesome. Oh, now I see why Autumn chose it. Apparently it takes place in autumn. Same in the back. Okay then. Content warnings. Explicit. Yes. Yes. 18 plus. Yes. 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 Okay. Well, I love how I was confused by the picture, and I was like, what does that man hold? Oh. Am I blushing? I feel flushed. Did I give you a plot? I don't think I gave you a plot. I don't think there is a plot. Ava stumbles into Little Greenfield with nothing but a suitcase and a humiliating voice message, and finds Roman, a tattooed B&B owner who offers her a place to stay. So she's dumped the narcissistic boyfriend and needs to focus on herself. The sparks are flying between her and Roman and his broody best friend Logan. But then the past comes knocking, and it's hard not to crumble to the familiar cycle of cruelty, even when things feel so, it says right, I'm going to say good, in this small town with both these men. Could Roman and Logan be her soulmates, or will Ava prove she's exactly what her ex says she is? A deviant. Honey, that is not an insult. First review from Anastasia says 4 stars. This was so cute, and I love the characters so much. Let's see what Owlcrate has for us in their adult box. So, hot take. I know the Owlcrate book for this month was also Watermoon. I ended up just getting the Owlcrate version. I am trying very hard not to get multiple editions. And I saw sneak previews of both books. So, I knew I was going to be more devastated if I didn't get the artwork I saw from this one. So I went with Owlcrate, which apparently was like a hot take. So I loved this. So this is about a pawn shop in Tokyo where most will see a cozy ramen restaurant, but only the chosen ones, the ones who are lost, so this is not a good thing, will see it. And it's a place to pawn their life choices and deepest regrets. Someone help me find this back alley. I will not see ramen. I promise. Hannah apparently wakes up on her first day as the pawn shop's new owner and finds the place ransacked. Wow! See? I don't think this edition was given enough credit. Everyone was like, the vibes. And I love to read it to see people write. They were saying the vibes. The other one fit better. I just loved this. Oh, it has that velvet feel. The shop's most precious acquisitions have been stolen. Her dad's missing. And then a charming stranger wanders in. He's, unlike most of the customers, he's willing to offer help instead of asking for it. So, of course, they go on this big journey through this mystical world to find her dad. And stolen choice by way of, ready, rain puddles, rides on paper cranes, the bridge between midnight and morning, and a night market in the clouds. I love this so much. But as they get closer to the truth, Hannah must reveal a secret of her own and risk making a choice she'll never be able to get back. Same back and front. Oh, look at the foiling. I think I just snapped this. I just loved this edition. I have a feeling this one is to make me cry, make me feel so much. Yeah, and speaking of not doubling up, here comes another edition of Immortal, which I already described to you. Sounds very basic, but Sulin Tan will take that plot and make it anything but. You know anything about Waterstones, you know that their special editions sell out super fast, so I wasn't going to do that, and I get the combo box, so I don't get to pick and choose. Hey, I don't want the adult or the YA this month from Fairyloot, so I definitely wanted the other book. So here we are. I'm not mad. Like I said, Sulin Tan is kind of the reason I got into collecting special editions. She was that magic moment for me. So I cannot be mad about it. Again, so many things that I love. Enemies to lovers plot. She always brings in the gods in some way, and she always does really magical, unexpected things that I haven't necessarily seen elsewhere. Possibly, if you are familiar with Asian lore, you will know some of the things she plays on. I am not that girl. To anyone who ever felt like they were not enough. God of War was famed for 3 things: his unrivaled might, his devotion to the immortal queen, and his heart of ice devoid of mercy. Yee. I love this. This is, wow. The color story is perfection. So at least now I can read my other copy and not freak out. And then we have Cruel is the Light by Sophie Clark. So this is a century-old war between demons and the Vatican. An exorcist and an elite soldier form an uneasy alliance to uncover a dangerous conspiracy at the heart of the church. This sort of sounded like, what was that one book that nobody paid any attention to that I really thought was so good? Seven Faceless Saints. It was like a fantasy with like a mystery in it. Back to the book. While battling growing attraction and dark secrets, they must eventually choose between love and duty. Yeah, it definitely reminds me of that. Epic is their love, endless is their power. They say love conquers all, but can love win in a war between demons and exorcists? Or will it just tear them apart? It definitely reminds me of that book. The book definitely had a few kinks to work out, so this looks like I might like it better. Oh, wow. This is interesting. They went with like a really matte choice. I'm not mad at it. I kind of like it. This is very different. Look at that. Deus Immortals. Oh, look, they're young. They're at this university. This is really different. I really like this. It's the most detailed map ever. I really like this. This is like, remember that celestial trend in the 90s that all our moms went nuts for? Later on eBay, my mom had me hunt down more of her celestial like mugware on eBay. That was my literal job, it felt like, for a little while. Oh, I didn't do the Fairyloot Romantasy. Everyone else unboxed it 2 months ago. Yeah, okay, I got it. This Starlight Air by Amelie Howard. Why do I know this book? Do we already have a copy of this? I feel like I already have a copy. No? It doesn't read familiar though. So this is about a bladesmith who is blessed by the stars. And when Soraya gets a royal invitation, she figures it's a joke because, like, well, the royals are going to come to her and be like, hey, I want your skills as a bladesmith, because she's the only one apparently who can imbue her work with precious jadoo, the last source of magic in the realm. She kind of has no qualifications for Bride of the Prince. It's a chance and adventure. And she gets to visit the capital her mommy loved. And loved has a D on the end, so ouch. What awaits her, however, oh, pretty, is nothing she could have imagined. It is fraught with danger. It's not just the Crown Prince, but his impossibly handsome, say it with me, illegitimate half-brother. It's always the half-brother. Why is it always the half-brother? And he draws her interest and her ire. Always. Oh, wow. Oh, pretty. Oh, look. I don't know what this is supposed to be. The invitation isn't to find a bride, but a veiled hunt for a star keeper, a girl rumored to hold the magic of the stars in her blood. Oh, and across the city, unrest, rebels carry out a brutal strike, and Soraya and half-brother find themselves in the run trying to deny their attraction and the knowledge that Soraya might be the star keeper. But of course, Roshan has his own secrets. Honey, he's a man. Most of them do. And unfortunately, Soraya has drawn the attention of a dark god, an immortal whose interest might be the biggest threat of them all. An inevitable sentence about making a choice between an eternal darkness, the truth, and the lie, standing and fighting or kneeling and dying. You know. Although bonus points for not saying something about losing her heart in the process. Like, we didn't fall prey to that one. Letter from the author. I love that more people are doing this, and that looks like a hand signature. That's really pretty. Yeah, plain top and bottom, but that's really pretty. I'm a sucker for anything with constellations. On to the boxes with the goodies. Obviously, I do not have Owlcrate this month, but I still have Faecrate and Owlcrate. Is this the first one without a t-shirt? Finally! No. Oh, that's another reason I didn't get Owlcrate this month. Hot take. I saw their big item was a blanket, and like, I am over blankets in book boxes. They're too thin. They do not wash. I have one that was wearable that I love that was great quality. I do use that one, and then one I got around Christmas that had like edging that actually works. The rest of them, they're kind of terrible. Like, I'm sorry. Hot take. What's our t-shirt of the month? And I still didn't change the sizing. Death does not die. Oh, that spells really weird. And neither shall I. Last of the Talons shirt. Nope. This is December 2024. Did I open the wrong one last time? Oh, is that why I have the other one up here? I have January too. Maybe Faecrate was late. Phone Charm, inspired by Emily Wilde, Encyclopedia of Fairies. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could have figured that one out. Do people use phone charms? I mean, that's... Shelf sign with artwork. Welcome to my library. Oh, it's pretty! Welcome to my library. Oh, it's cute. Oh, they're creepy. What is it? Springy. Straw toppers? Oh no. Is that a thing we need now? Straw. Oh, like when you're traveling. What is this? The Whispering Dark. I'm not. Okay. What is this? Love Beyond Stars. Oh no. Oh boy. And what's our Polaroid from? The Dangerous Ones. Oh wait, I found something else that slipped over here. Seatbelt covers? Inspired by the Six Realms by Judy Eileen. Seatbelt covers. Oh, they smell atrocious. Oh, I can feel the cancer cells I'm inhaling. I don't know how I feel about seatbelt covers. Jennifer Chipman has decided that she wants to tell us about a love beyond the stars, so she wrote a book about it. Each step I took was one step closer to my future, closer to a life amongst the stars. From your mouth to God's ears. Aurelia Callisto has spent her whole life looking to the stars, but a crick in the neck you must have. The day she's been working for has finally come, her first day as a pilot on the SS something. Paradise. Only her new captain turns out to be a grump. Oh, the sentence continues. Who thinks she has no business being a part of his starship's crew. Oh, there's a comma. Even if she graduated first in her class from flight school. If you're wondering which book I just finished, it's Bad Feminist by Roxane Gay. It was excellent. She saw everything then. I hate everything now. It doesn't quite feel like the Paradise New Boss hates you when you're a million light years away. Light years is a stupid measure of time. Wait, distance. Shit. See? From the only home you've ever known until suddenly he's not looking at her like she's less, but rather a more. I hate this man so much already. Captain Silas Keller didn't see it coming. He didn't see her coming. You better see her coming many, many times to apologize for being a jerk. Not the daughter of his childhood icon, nor his attraction to her, and he shouldn't want her. Not the daughter of his childhood icon? Huh? This sentence makes no sense. Whatever. It's his first command as captain, and he really doesn't want to screw it up. Too late. You little misogynist, you. Not when he has to prove himself to the world. You look like that. You're fine. But he can't resist the tension between them, and the ever-constant proximity to her has him losing his mind. You poor baby. Which begs one question: what happens when he gives in? Hopefully she frog marches you down to HR and says, "Mwahaha, my plan worked, now I'm captain." In a world beyond the stars, can the two find a love that will last a lifetime? I am sure that he's just acting mean to her because he likes her so much. But when it comes to her not getting to do a job or being treated poorly at work because a man has decided, oh no, my attraction makes this difficult for me, so I'm going to make it difficult for you. I've had enough of those stories. When a boy pulls your pigtails on the playground, you know what? Pull his hair back. It's not cute anymore. Boys will be boys, sure, but you know what? Girls will now be girls. Grovel harder. You better let her be a pillow princess for the rest of her goddamn life. She better be seeing an awful lot of stars after what you put her through. Okay, Owlcrate. Let's see what you have in store. We have a mug. Is this, oh, the one that the Trilogy, the third book just came out. January, royalty drinkware collection from Legendborn! Ah, I got it right! I mean, Cariad, which I'm pronouncing wrong, I think it's Cariad or something, was sort of a dead giveaway, but you know, I'll take it where I can get it. The Martial Empire. OUD cardamom vanilla. That's a thing. Oh, a candle that I like and that doesn't give me an instant headache. I did take painkiller before this, but still. Would you like to know the brand name of this candle maker, which probably explains why I enjoy the scent? Flick the Wick. It smells really good. Like fall. The Martial Empire. An Ember in the Ashes. I have not read that yet. I have been told I should. Odds in your favor beanie key. Oh, well. Also, probably should keep this through my future Hunger Games. Enchanted Elixirs. Survivalist Bravery. Is this meant to be the poisons we... Ah! A Study in Drowning. One of my favorite books. I adored that book with my whole heart. I'm so sad more people didn't like Lady Macbeth. Oh, we're getting little stickers, a little pack of stickers. Oh, how cute. Let's see what else is in here. My weekend is all booked. My favorite color is Morley Gray. Actually, it's purple, but close. Castle. Emotional Support e-reader. I tend to only keep mine around for arcs. I'd rather be reading Snakey. Sword snake. Snake sword. Sword Jafar. No. Sucker for Romantasy. You could have done better. Oh, there's a ton of little ones. Okay. Little, itty, bitty. I can't do this. Rose. Crown. This is impossible. I don't even know. Pomegranate? Okay. Sure. Pick your dragon. Book dragon. Plot twist. The enemies just became lovers. That's not a plot twist. That's an expectation. Warning spicy. Warning spicy. Waiting to get abducted by the Fae. Where can I... just... A chapter a day keeps reality away. Oh, can it? Can it? There. Just... Yes. That'll do. Rawr. Are we in, like, Scotland? Boulder. The sort of person willing to bend the rules to get what she wants. The Scorpion Queen by Mina Fears. It's a weird F, okay? It's a weird F. House of Housakoi. Look at the sides. How intricate. I'm not sure I've seen that done before quite like that. I'm not sure I have. Do you see how the houses are like... Oh, it does continue up top. And bottom. It's so interesting. That's so different. Scorpion. Third. Very curious. What are we about? Timbuktu? Really? Oh, come on. You've always secretly wanted to read a book in Timbuktu. You just want to say it. Say it with me. Ready? 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 Count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Timbuktu. You know it was fun. Okay. Deep within the Imperial Palace in Timbuktu, Amanita has suffered... Aminata has suffered a devastating loss. Oh. The daughter of a prosperous salt merchant, Ami finds her life is cruelly overturned in a matter of months. At 16, she is disinherited, framed for a scandalous crime, and is forced to serve Princess Mariama of Mali. Mariama's father, Emperor Suleiman, has created a series of impossible trials for her daughter's suitors. When they fail, he publicly... I don't want to watch that! He publicly boils them alive, littering Mariama's path to marriage with 99 corpses. This is your YA book! First... Ami's life at court is drudgery. Are you cleaning really, really big pots? Large cauldrons by chance? The servants despise her, and Princess Mariama is prone to mood swings. Yeah, Well, have you seen what happens to anyone who tries to get close to her and happens to have certain genitalia? We're feeling bad for the men in this one. But the more she learns about the princess's circumstances, the closer the two girls become. Ami and her intended cater plan to escape Timbuktu and make a new life far away from the shadow of death that has fallen upon the Emperor's court. Yes, run. Run far and wide. Run very fast. It's a big shadow. Very big shadow. But Ami finds herself increasingly drawn to the princess in ways she does not doesn't understand. Look, I like a sapphic story. No, I am all for the sapphic story, but have you seen what happens? It just says suitor. When mysterious discovery forces her hand, she must choose between fleeing with the boy she loves. Oh, she does love him. It says love. Okay, it says love. It does. And helping the princess to end the trials forever. Ami will need to draw on all her strength and courage to make the perilous journey through the desert to seek the aid of an exiled god in a desperate attempt to take charge of her own destiny. That is quite a lot. Mina fears, yeah. Oh, is that really your last name? Because if it's not, like, is it Adams? I'm so glad we get to end on that note. I have goosebumps. Again, that happens at least once in these videos, it seems, either because the book is so beautiful, I'm in awe, or something has creeped the crap out of me. Based on the carnage and wreckage I'm looking at here, I'm pretty sure that I have missed at least one book that will carry over into the next video. I think I have one more catch-up video to do, possibly, hopefully a smaller one, before we get back into the right timing. But already I have hit the end of one memory card. So that means it's time to stop. If you made it to the end, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Please do like and subscribe. I am attempting to come back and be back and stay back and need all the encouragement I can get at this moment in my life, quite frankly. In the meantime, I will get back to my book and I will let you get back to yours. I hope you are taking part in the magical readathon. Hey, Order of the Crescent. Also reading Natural History of Dragons. I will be doing that as well, and maybe even possibly guest participating in the discussion. Who am I kidding? I'll be reading that book up till midnight in the very last possible night, because that is how my world works. This semester, based on the millions of pages we jointly read, we get to earn dragons. I want a pet dragon. Join the readathon. I love you all so much. I will see you next time. I don't think it will be an entire month before I do another unboxing, because I am still behind and have lots of boxes with post dates of February. I love that so much for me. Leave a comment down below if you got any of these books, which ones were your favorite, or if any of them sounded really good and you think you might want to read them, or if you read them and they're great and I need to make sure they don't get lost in these scary, scary book piles that are sitting in front of the shelves waiting to be shelved, because guess who ran out of shelf space and needs to figure that out. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.